It is, by most measures, a standard issue parking space, albeit one tucked under the Sterling Mason, a handsome building designed by the architect Maurice Oymai in Tribeca. But the 12 by 24-foot spot below the lobby may well be the key to finally securing a buyer for the $15.5 million Penthouse C, the last unsold condominium in the 32-unit building. Or at least that's what the broker, Leonard Steinberg, president of the residential real estate brokerage firm Compass, believes. Mind you, the Penthouse, a 4-bedroom, 4,986 square foot duplex, has a lot going for it on its own, including interiors by Gotchot Studios and French doors leading to a roomy terrace. But Mr. Steinberg, who was brought in by the building's developer, Taconic Investment Partners, to market the holdout, is aware of the abundance of luxury condos on the market in Tribeca. So he has decided to throw in the parking space as an added enticement, on the theory that buyers with the wherewithal to purchase the apartment might also own a vehicle you can take the elevator down to your car, said Mr. Steinberg, estimating that the parking spot is worth about $1 million, based on the sale price for a similar perk in a nearby building. After returning from a trip, you can unpack comfortably and privately, without the hassle of holding up traffic on the street. For years, high-end apartments in desirable neighborhoods practically sold themselves, often before construction was completed, as foreign buyers vied with New Yorkers for a piece of the luxury pie. But with so many new high-end projects coming on the market, developers and brokers for buildings that have been up and running for a while are trying to grab the attention of prospective buyers, not only with financial sweeteners but, sometimes, a little something on the side. Or in the apartments themselves. 1 West End, on the Upper West Side, will customize closets for the buyers of apartments on the upper floors of the complex, priced from $5.2 million to $19.50 million. Each buyer will get an allowance of $25,000 to spend accessorizing his or her closets. The apartments have an average of 5 each, with the help of the Italian design firm Scavolini, which installed the apartment's kitchens. Buyers can specify poles for hanging clothes, storage cubbies, and slide-out shelves, as well as select from finishes including walnut veneer, according to Jennifer Kalish, the sales director. She said she hoped the incentive would maintain sales momentum in the building, where 20% of the building's 246 units are yet to be sold. Meanwhile, the Beekman Residences, in Lower Manhattan, is banking on a Beekman card to market its remaining condominiums, priced at $2.9 million and up. The card comes loaded with $10,000 in credit for the Beekman Hotel next door, which can be used for ordering room service from Tom Colicchio's Temple Court Oysters Rockefeller or Baked Alaska at 1 a.m., anyone? Or booking reservations for out-of-town visitors. There are reasons developers might resort to such maneuvers to move the last of the sponsor units in a building beyond concern about competition from other buildings. Those last units often represent a developer's profit. By the time a building is nearing full occupancy, the developer has typically paid off loans, and may be eager to cash in. However, not everyone believes in buyer enticements to help a sponsor reach that goal. Andrew Barakis of MNS, a real estate brokerage, said he advises developers to price their units competitively so that they sell without what he calls gimmicks. He said he has used financial incentives, though. The brokerage firm Modern Spaces has recently had success at the Harrison, a condominium building in Long Island City, Queens, with the financial arrangement involving the sponsor, Silvercup Properties, paying city and state transfer taxes as well as the so-called mansion tax on penthouse units for $1 million apartment, that's about $28,000 and change, said Eric Benaim, founder and chief executive of Modern Spaces. Other financial incentives include the sponsor covering the buyer's closing costs or requiring a smaller down payment. Even Mr. Steinberg, of Compass, admitted that some of the more creative perks sometimes don't resonate, as he put it. In an attempt to sell the penthouse in a Chelsea building with loft-like residences but no doorman, he dangled 2 years of butler services as a lure. But the family that eventually bought the penthouse didn't need someone to open doors and accept packages. They had a full-time housekeeper.